I've had a lot of LMU vet students come through my clinic and some students from other places as well. And teaching them sometimes gets me thinking back to my vet school days. It's funny, if I really think hard about it, vet school was some of the most intense, challenging times of my life, and I pushed myself to new limits. I'm not sure if I enjoyed it during vet school, but now that I've been out for a few years and I can look back, I remember it pretty fondly. Or fondly at what I accomplished, and the good times shine through and I just kind of forget about the bad times. I guess that's sort of like life. I enjoy life now more than I did then. I like living in the moment and striving for the future. I don't see a need to go back. But every once in a while, I do like reminiscing. I'm Dr. Nathan. Thanks for listening to Vet Talk, the veterinary podcast. When you're done listening to this episode, go on the Patreon link for this episode and tell me about the things you learned in vet school or tech school that stayed with you throughout your life. So here's some of the things I learned from vet school. Hopefully these words of wisdom, quotes that I wrote down throughout my vet school career will help you on your way. Some of them just make me smile a bit. I've omitted the names of the people who said these in case they regret being associated with me, but I am certainly happy that they helped me in my life. So our first quote, this one's actually from me, so relationships are like chronic diarrhea. They all start acutely sometime. I said that once. Those aren't words from the wisdom of a great professor, just me. I don't know what I was referring to when I made that quote because I wasn't dating anyone back then. But it's true of more than romantic relationships. Everything starts somewhere. My vet school career probably started my senior semester of my senior year of high school. Since then, it's had its ups and downs, but here I am on this podcast telling you about all the craziness of being a vet. Along the way, even though I remember so much suffering through undergrad and vet school, I also started friendships with my best friends. I met my wife, all because I chose the path of being a veterinarian. I may not like all the things along the way, but I do like where I've gotten to. I chose this life, and it's how and where I am going to make my difference in the world. The next quote is something that every horse person knows is true. Horses wake up in the morning with two things on their mind: suicide and homicide. I don't know how many times I've went out to a horse that unexpectedly tried to kill itself, and sadly sometimes succeeded. They are fight or flight animals, and they spook and run most of the time. This runs them into fences or on top of fences, runs them into cars, gets them kicked and bitten, and well, you name the trouble and a horse has probably done it. And when they're trying to kill themselves, if a rider is on top of them, well, homicide is not far behind. We love our horses, we do, but I've broken my back and pulled more muscles and gotten more bruises than I can count because of the horses that I have treated and owned. Horses are something as horse people we can't live without, but we certainly could easily die from too. If you see a horse person, they're crazy, but they love their horses. So to all my non-horse people, just shake your head at us. To my horse people, be safe. The professor who said this next one is a genius. I met him once 10 years after I graduated, and he still remembered my name, and I didn't exactly interact with him a ton during vet school. I put a few of his quotes together, but they're good. Cows can lick the inside of their nose with their tongue. I wish I could do that. Happy dairy cows are found only in Wisconsin and Michigan. If I was a virus, I'd want to be in a feedlot. If virology doesn't excite you, I don't know what will. And my personal favorite, there are two types of people in this class: smart people and dumb people. I never considered myself much of a cow vet, but I am better at it because of this professor. So let's unpack his words of wisdom. First, licking the inside of my nose with my tongue. What fourth graders wouldn't do for that superpower? Second, as much as I felt if I was to work on cattle, it should be dairy cows, I do not have dairy cows around me. So you can listen to my cattle episode for more information about why I don't work on dairy cattle. But one of the reasons is dairy cattle like cooler weather than Kentucky can provide. Sure, we have dairies in Kentucky, but we have hot summers. I'm sorry, happy dairy cows are up north. And oh gosh, he was so right about viruses and feedlots. So many hosts, so many chances to reproduce, so many chances to mutate. When there are large groups of critters together, viruses love it. I see it in cattle, I see it in dogs, I see it in people, COVID. So often we have to treat groups and not just one individual. And then his last quote. Well, we all laughed at it. But comparatively speaking, I'm dumb. I have so much to learn, so much to understand. And with all the information out there, I'll be dumb until the day I die. But I will certainly enjoy trying to figure things out. This professor helped me along the way. If you ever hear him lecture, he's going to have great information for you. Trust him. This next professor had 2 quotes. Cats are aliens. And diarrhea is your friend. He's the reason I don't worry too much about an animal eating a grape. And then while cats are aliens, they don't make sense when treating them compared to other species. And while we are trying to figure out how to treat them, they are certainly judging us as an inferior species, much like I imagine an alien might. And I did like his diarrhea is your friend. Not to put too fine a point on it, but as our favorite green friend Shrek says, better out than in. Yes, this next quote. There's no crying in vet school. For all you vet students out there, I'll let you determine if this is true or not. But this is from one of the most supportive professors there ever was. This is a good one on the business side. It's all about the money. If a Coggins test costs you $4, you charge $30. I thought about not putting this quote in here so people didn't get up in arms, but it's really important. Vets need to make a living for themselves and to support a practice. If the practice isn't able to pay its bills, it won't be there to help any animals. And to all the clients out there who say to us vets, do whatever it takes, no matter the cost. It's funny how you are the ones that can't pay your bill. It's also funny how people will try 16 different things and waste money on all those things, but then not want to spend money at the veterinarian. Money has started wars and won wars. Money is the currency how we all survive. We should have frank and realistic conversations about money as vets and society. The next one. Nicotine helps you retain information when studying. The dog whisperer is an idiot. Beware of green pickup trucks. So I never used any nicotine, so I don't know if that's true or not. I did believe the dog whisperer is an idiot, and I didn't have any problems with green pickup trucks. Now here's another good one. Coffee shops in Amsterdam don't actually serve coffee. I've never been to Amsterdam. I'll just have to take her word for this. But if I go, I'll keep that in mind. Oh, this is a good one. Vitamin C is crap. If you want to boost your immune system, take a bullet in the shoulder. Yeah, you pee out a lot of the vitamin C that you get from those pills and stuff. You want to put your immune system into overdrive, a bullet will do it. Or stabbing yourself with an infected scalpel blade. Yeah, don't ask how I know that. This was a quote I got in a reproduction class. You can figure the rest out. There's only one princess, and all the princess try to get to the princess, but only one wins. Good words of wisdom for any party that you go to. This guy was teaching us about bacteria, and his words of wisdom to us were, if you show up late to a picnic, don't eat the potato salad. Take heed. This one amused us all in vet school. It's perfectly legal to own a lion in the state of Alabama. I'm not sure if it still is, but do I sense another season of the Tiger King? This was one professor talking to one of our students. They're like, Rhodes, stop talking. This professor helped me realize cutting through the crap in life is a good thing. Be realistic, be reasonable. Get the job done, that you are here to do. And if you ever meet a vet named Rhodes, he's an awesome vet and has helped me out a few times when I didn't know what the heck I was doing. This is a good one. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined. This is from Dr. Morrison. He needs the credit. This life won't turn out how you imagine, but it could turn out better if you give it half a chance. Every day is a day we can live and get closer to that dream if we try. To finish out this episode, I have the most prophetic quote I've ever heard, which has guided me through my life. And that was also from Dr. Morrison. So, there were 2 muffins in an oven. One muffin looked at the other muffin and said, "It sure is hot in here." The other muffin said, "Holy hell, a talking muffin!" I'm Dr. Nathan. Thanks for listening. I hope our discussions are valuable to you and aid in giving perspective. If you want to contact us, please reach out to theveterinarianpodcast@gmail.com. You can find a complete list of the podcast episodes on SoundCloud. If you find this information helpful and want more content, please join our Patreon, patreon.com/theveterinarianpodcast. And don't forget to follow our Facebook page, facebook.com/theveterinarianpodcast. As always, thanks for listening, and I hope this information is helpful to you. If you do find it helpful, please like it, share it, so other people may find it helpful as well.